Welcome to Charts Today. My name's David Linton, and today's edition for Monday, the 2nd of August, comes to you from London. And German power surging to new highs. That's the big story in European energy last week. So we'll take a look at that when we look at the energy mix at the end of this session. So looking at markets, we're seeing the dollar index sitting at just below 92 points. And that is showing just the short-term weakness of the dollar. We've fallen back, broken this trend here, hitting resistance there on the dollar. So that weakness just showing again. So short-term weakness on the dollar. Remembering this is my weekly, my daily, my 60-minute chart, long-term, medium-term, and short-term view of the market with the corresponding point and figure targets. So the dollar weakness is back as a theme, and that means that we're seeing the euro looking stronger against the dollar, and sterling also looking stronger again, trending up against that just that dollar weakness that we've seen in the last week. Against the euro, sterling looking pretty strong at 117, just falling away, but has just edged higher. We've seen that really ever since the beginning of the year, that the sterling rate against the euros looked stronger. Bitcoin holding the $40,000 mark, so that's good news for cryptocurrency traders. The S&P 500 index was down 0.5% on Friday. If we look at the futures this morning, we're up quite strongly actually. The S&P future up 0.2%, the Nasdaq E-mini up 0.6%. So we will see a stronger opening on the US market today. That suggests and the VIX volatility sitting at 18, looking okay at the moment. FTSE future is up just under 1%. The DAX in Germany up 0.75%. The CAC 40 in Paris up just under 1%. And if we look at Japan, up 2% in Tokyo, so that's looking strong. The Hang Seng recovering as well. And China, which has looked weaker in recent days, has actually put in a strong recovery, up nearly 2%. So quite a strong showing in Asia all round. Look at the energy mix in a minute. Looking at soft commodities, we've got sugar up 0.1%, wheat up 1.2%, so still looking pretty strong there. That long-term chart on wheat looking very strong indeed, with lots of upside targets. Corn just pulling back, so just doing something slightly different to wheat. Gold holding the 1800 mark, just pulling back, still just holding cloud support. Whilst we hold 1800, gold looks pretty good. And silver above the 25 mark is quite key as well. Platinum and palladium are up, and copper continues to edge higher, looking very strong on that long-term chart. US 10-year yield sitting in the doldrums at 1.24%. There's strong support there at that 123 level, you can just see there. So that's something that we do need to just keep an eye on, that support level holds, but that is really the key level there. We do have downside targets, so we may well break that, and we are seeing a pattern of descending lows, so that's quite interesting on bond yields. Looking at the weekly energy mix, we've got Brent crude sitting at 74.60, so a little bit of a weak recovery really, and we are just toying with the cloud with multiple downside targets. This is my daily, my 60-minute, and my daily 60-minute and 1 minute, so this is very short term. US nat gas just below the $4 mark. Again, just looking a little bit weaker this week on the 60-minute chart. We're just below the cloud, so that makes it a bit hard to call. We're just neutral out to clients this morning there. Coal continues to look very strong indeed, just waiting for targets. But we're seeing targets into the very high 90s, so that looks likely. Emissions was a hard call this morning, up 2%, so looking more bullish. And we are finding cloud support, but we do still have these mixed targets that are outside. But it looks like emissions is already looking better since we first commented on it to clients this morning. MBP is up 4%. No stopping gas prices, looking very strong indeed. TTF up 3%. And if you look at German power, that's another transition to bullish for us this week, breaking to new highs, looking very strong indeed. Keep an eye on your OTC prices, that's going to be key. Nordic power markets also looking stronger, especially on the quarterly, where we're breaking higher as well. And UK power markets also had a strong showing last week, with lots of targets here to play for as well. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy charting. See you.